TikTok could get banned in the US at any moment. And because I watched this almost 4-minute video, I'm pretty much an expert on this topic. But all you 10-year-olds don't have to worry because at the end of the video, it says this.
We collect certain information about the device you use to access the platform.
Types of platforms and these types of mechanisms or algorithms or spyware, malware to actually continue to try and harvest data from Americans from a day-to-day perspective.
User agent, mobile carrier, time zone settings, identifiers for advertising purpose, model of your device, the device system, network type, device IDs.
Mr. Chu, does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network?
Man, that last clip was something. I refuse to believe he was actually trying to ask if TikTok needed the internet to serve funny videos uploaded to the internet. He probably wanted to ask if TikTok could gain access to other devices connected to the same Wi-Fi through some secret Chinese cyber magic. He probably just didn't word it properly. I just love these congressional hearings in general. I don't ever want like someone who actually knows technology to ever just ask questions. Do these Congress members not even get their questions reviewed before just becoming a meme? I mean, I don't care if the internet burns down. My man Bezos will probably line their pockets before it gets anywhere close to that. It's obvious the whole hearing was a bit spiteful, as American companies aren't allowed to play in China's playground, but China is allowed to play in the American playground. Because freedom and free speech is in the blood of every American, damn it. Let's think about this ban from a different perspective though. Let's say America bans TikTok, and because of that China gets salty and bans, let's say, the import of foreign US movies like Shrek 5. Now Shrek isn't making enough money, and now there's no Shrek 6 ever. Because of a dick measuring contest, I can't have my Shrek 6. I mean, how's that fair? Anyways, let's watch some clips and I'll give my take on it.
Mr. Chu, I'm an information technology professional, been doing it for the most of my life. You've been evasive in many of your answers. I'm going to talk to you in some language that maybe you'll better understand, ones and zeros, okay?
I love it already.
On just one of thousands of versions of TikTok on the market will unlock explicit CCP censorship and access to American data. Mr. Chu, as CEO of TikTok, why have you not directed your engineers to change this source code?
I don't know how long he worked in the IT space, but if I were to guess, maybe like 100 years ago. This is like how people who know a little bit of IT lingo talk to sound cool. Rewrite the stack my ass. Most, if not all, the major apps and websites have major chunks of code from open source code that's already out there. To develop a whole nother source code, as he says, is just stupid. If the current code is working, there is no need to rewrite it. Because the rewritten source code will probably cost hundreds of millions to develop and still be set compared to the app now.
But did anyone aside from your lawyers assist you in preparation for today's hearing?
I mean, he was basically asking if the CCP was involved and maybe didn't want to seem rude.
But what about the Chinese Communist Party itself? Have any of those officials discussed this with you?
Like I said, I have not had any discussion with Chinese government officials. I don't know the political affiliation of everybody I speak to, so I can't verify the statement.
Oh, okay.
Heating content is a way of promoting and moderating content. In your current or previous positions within Chinese companies, have employees engaged in heating content for users outside of China? Very quickly, yes or no?
Our heating process is approved by our local teams in the various countries.
The answer is yes, thank you. Have any moderation tools been used to remove content on TikTok associated with the Uyghur genocide? Yes or no?
Okay, so she's talking about censoring and if TikTok does it. And if you search on TikTok, they clearly don't, at least not on the US app, so let's move on.
As I previously referenced, TikTok spied on American journalists. Can you say with 100% certainty that neither ByteDance nor TikTok employees can target other Americans with similar surveillance techniques?
Chair Rogers, I first of all disagree with the characterization that is spying.
Okay, so I've got my own take on this, and it might seem like I'm siding with TikTok, and I guess I kinda am, but what is considered spying now? Is collecting data to know if a specific person is a journalist or not, and showing them news-related content spying? Or is it spying if TikTok knows I'm a man and only shows me half-naked women? Yes. The answer is yes to both.
Can you say with 100% certainty that TikTok does not use the phone's camera to determine whether the content that elicits a pupil dilation should be amplified by the algorithm?
Yeah, TikTok knowing that the pupils are dilated isn't what's promoting the content. It's just that you don't know about the coolest and most epic Borg challenge, you boomer.
TikTok tailors its recommended content based on user activity to encourage people to spend more time on the app. While this practice is by no means unique to TikTok, given the prevalence of young users and the digestible nature of short-form video, I'm concerned about the app's tendency to exacerbate existing mental health challenges.
Okay, finally, a good question. I like this. So yeah, there's no question that TikTok is harmful to children. It's decreasing the attention span and also making them depressed. People online just show their best selves, and young children being exposed to that straight out room is harmful for their mental health, to say the least.
We rely on external third parties and fund their research to help us understand some of these issues.
Yeah, no amount of research that you funded is gonna convince me that an algorithm designed to keep people, including children, to scroll endlessly is good for them.
TikTok's in-app web browser can track every individual keystroke made by a user. We have heard today about the various ways in which the app's code could be used to monitor or track users, and likewise, we've heard concerns that this data may not be fully isolated from access by the Chinese Communist Party.
Okay, so I really wanted to end this segment on this clip because most of the hearing was about this basically. Is China collecting our data? Can China magically produce an algorithm to make America dumb? Is the next generation of children going to be communist? I'm projecting, but I think it's accurate. And the TikTok CEO says it's moving the data centers to an American location and blah 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 whatever. The answer is that TikTok is collecting your data and feeding it into the algorithm to make it even more addicting. Magically changing the algorithm to promote a certain narrative could make people want to close the app, so why would they? Dumb stuff just goes viral, and no, they aren't gonna become communist. But to cap it all off, I just want to say there is realistically no way of knowing if there is a backdoor of sorts China is using to collect US data. There is just no way of knowing, unless you go through the millions of lines of code, line by line. I've talked about data privacy multiple times on this channel. I even made a whole video talking about exact topics as this one. And this TikTok ban just highlights the need for data privacy and keeping users' data safe from corporations. TikTok is misusing your data, no doubt about it, but so is everyone else. Your data right now is basically digital gold, and we're just letting tech giants have their way with it. People should know that their data belongs to them. Most larger corporations will use your data for their own sake, but that stupid diet app on your phone doesn't really care and will have no problem selling your identity on the black market. All this talk about how TikTok is bad for you and whatnot is mostly valid, but so are most social media apps at this point. This anti-TikTok narrative could have easily been fueled by Meta or Google to promote their own shitty TikTok clone. And if you think banning TikTok will erase all the cringe, then you're terribly mistaken. The cringe just won't stop at this point. We've all been poisoned already, like The Walking Dead. Our lives will just be a continuous cycle now of either A, making cringe content, or B, reacting to said cringe content.